Fellow fight fans, what up? MMT, and I'm here to talk about what happened this past weekend. Because goddamn it, we missed two, but we hit the other six, and 6 out of 8. That's pretty good. And we understood the Greg Hardy and the Jorge picks weren't they certainly weren't the favorites. So. But I felt like the odds were worth taking that risk. And, Jorge had moments where he could have finished it if it went a little differently. But Colby's wrestling, his cardio, just the aggressiveness, the way he manhandles, he just pulled him down, smothered him every round. It was a safe way to victory, but impressive. Definitely impressive. Don't want to take away from his accomplishment. But it was a safe way to beat him. He knew Jorge was going to land big strikes if they kept exchanging on the feet. Contrary to how Usman versus Colby went. Both fights stayed on the feet. Obviously because Colby understands Usman's a different monster when it comes to wrestling. But it's just, man, that shot he had in the fourth round, the shot Jorge had in the fourth round where it dropped him. Colby's funny. He said he took a knee for all the first responders. That was clever. But, he dominated pretty much every second of that fight except for maybe a couple moments like that. Where does Colby go now? That's a good question. I think Colby has a couple options. He called out Dustin, obviously. That fight would be awesome. But different weights. He has said that Dustin is, and he said he knows this for a fact, Dustin is the heavier person, just naturally. So, Dustin's talked about teasing moving up to 170. So, I think that fight is compelling. The champ, Usman, was saying he'd rather Colby be fighting someone like Vicente Luque, someone like Bilal Muhammad, someone like Gilbert Burns, just top contenders, someone like Khamzat, top contenders like that, which I can't disagree with either. Those guys deserve a chance because they all working their asses off, getting those dubs at any cost, taking short nosed fights, that type of stuff that earns major respect. But Usman's promised Leon Edwards the next chance, so we're going to get Edwards versus Usman for the title. Now, what do I think is going to happen if Colby and Dustin fight? Oof, that's a good question. I think Colby, what he showed against Jorge, he showed he's just indomitable. He is ferocious. He just smothers you with his pace, and but he is prone to getting hit. He is somebody who we've seen take shots. So I think if the right guy gets in there with him, Khamzat Chimaev, I think someone like that. I think Khamzat versus Colby, I think that's the most compelling fight that could happen. Because goddamn, if Khamzat beats Gilbert Burns and he does it, if he does it in emphatic fashion the way he beat Lee, holy shit! You gotta either toss. You gotta toss him the. You have to give him the opportunity to fight for the belt next, or fight Colby Covington. That's pretty much the only options there. And I do think Khamzat will beat Gilbert. I really do. I do think, although he's been fighting lower competition, Lee's a good fighter, and he really made him look like an amateur. And Mearshart, Gerald Mearshart's a solid fighter, and he made Mearshart look like he has never fought a fight in his life. So I really do think that welterweight division is just so stacked. It's one of them divisions that there's so many things that could happen. Unfortunately, the homie Wonder Boy's out the picture kind of now that he got that L. But love you, Wonder Boy. But yeah, man. 6 out of 8. Has some good picks. Greg Hardy just has to stop fighting. What the hell, man? Spivak is a good fighter. He is not a great fighter though. And he let Spivak just manhandle him. Like, did you work on your takedown defense? Did you work on wrestling? Like, dude, were you working on your cardio? Like, do you actually want to win fights? Or fuck, man, fuck. Anyway, yeah, shit happens. But yeah, Jorge, man, definitely a legend of the sport, and he's a great fighter, and people are gonna continue to talk shit about his abilities, but just because of his record and his last couple. But keep in mind, he's fighting the best, not only of right now, but the best of all time. I mean, goddamn, could you imagine Colby? It's gonna sound blasphemous, but could you imagine Colby versus GSP? That fight would be sick, dude. Yeah, we got some interesting matchups to be made. But yeah, we're coming in hot still. 6 and 8, 6 out of 8 in this past event, and we're gonna keep it rolling. Let's keep getting this shmoney. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep closely monitoring all these upcoming fights, figuring out what these best approaches are at predictions. But yeah, man, let's go.